Welcome to another edition of Mr. M Online. In this video, we will consider multiplying decimals. In class recently, I've noticed that some people may need some practice with that. So you can use this video to look at home, and if you need to, practice this type of question, because you may see these types of questions in word problems in grade 6. So let's start off with a question like this. 6.85 times 3.31. So what we want to do here is ignore the decimals until the very end, and then just treat this like a multiplication question that's 3-digit by 3-digit. So I'm going to go through and just do this question fairly quickly, and then I'll show you how to add the decimals in at the end, okay? So let's just start off. 1 times 5 is 5, 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 6 is 6. And we all know we add a 0 here, and we go to the next one. 3 times 5 is 15, down the 5, carry the 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25, carry the 2. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20, okay? So now we have to multiply by the 3 here, so we're going to add 2 zeros this time. 3 times 5 is 15, carry the 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. And 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. Okay? And the next step, of course, is to just add all of this up. So 5, 8 and 5 is 13, carry the 1. 5 and 5 is 10, 16 plus 1 is 17, carry the 1. 5 and 1 is 6, 2 and 0 is 2, and 2. Okay, so if we're looking at this question now, we can see that we really are multiplying numbers that are, bigger than 6 but less than 7 and a little over 3. So if you just multiplied 6 by 3, you'd get 18. So obviously this number is not even close to being correct, so obviously it needs decimals in here. So where do we put the decimals? Okay. First of all, you might want to think about what makes sense. So what is roughly 6 times 3 is 18, so you know that the number is going to be a little bit bigger than 18, but not so big that it's maybe over 22. So I would think that maybe something around, I'm guessing just by that line of thinking that the decimal might go right there. But another way to look at it is to just count over from the ends of the numbers and see how many decimal places over you need to put the decimal. So if I'm starting here and I count over 1, 2, and then I go over to here and I say 3 and 4, that means there's a total of 4 decimal places I have to move over from here. So if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, then the decimal goes in there. So not only when you're looking at it mentally with mental math, does 22 make sense, but if you count over that way, you'll see that the final answer is in fact 22.6735. Okay? So you can apply this type of thinking to other types of questions, such as this. Let's say we had a question like 37.6 times 21.5. Okay? Once we did the question, we would know that we only have to count over 2 in this case. So 1, 2. So whatever the answer might be, we would just count over 2 decimal places. Okay? So I'll just go through this question quickly. Again, just treat it as 3-digit by 3-digit multiplication. So 6 times 5 is 30. Carry the 3. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 3 is 38. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. Bring down a 0. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 7 is 7. And 1 times 3 is 3. 2 zeros this time. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Let's add this up. 14, 15, 16, 18, 5, 8, 9, 10, and 8. So, a little harder to kind of use mental math to figure out what's practical here, Because 37 times 21 in your head, is it a number this big? No. Is it 8? Is it 80? Would 880 make more sense? 880 kind of seems about right. And if I count over 1 and 2 and 1, 2, it goes right there. So your answer again is 808.40.